Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to have a chat about ultra expensive skin and how to get ultra expensive skin. Of course, it's January. Everyone's probably kind of on their skincare goals and their resolutions. And so I thought this would be a useful video to get you started on your journey to better skin this year. But before we get started, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you're a returning visitor, welcome back and thank you for your support. So what is ultra expensive skin? I mean, we've heard there's been jelly skin, there's been glass skin, there's been honey skin, you know, what more can we want? Ultra expensive skin is another variation of that. It's basically the intersection between glass skin, wellness, the kind of quiet wealth aesthetic. All of those things have kind of just collided, and we have a new trend, and I suspect that we're going to be hearing a lot more about it this year. That's probably going to be one of the skincare trends. But at its heart is skin that looks super healthy, that is radiant, looks naturally beautiful with no or minimal makeup, that's clear, and that looks fresh. So it's an aspirational type of skin, and I want you to know that, you know, before I continue with this video, no one has perfect skin. Even people with great skin, whatever that means, even people who have very clear, beautiful skin will still have ups and downs, and so that's something to keep in mind. This is a fun video. We're going to have a little fun with it, and I hope you can enjoy some of these tips. But please remember that everyone has their own skin struggles, and a lot of the skin that you see on social media and on TV and in the print is not real. It's been airbrushed, it's been manipulated. And so take everything with a grain of salt and let's have some fun with it. So how do we get this coveted ultra expensive skin? Well, one, the skin is the largest organ in the body, so whatever you put in is going to be reflected in the skin. So you have to firstly be healthy so that your skin can be healthy, because ultra expensive skin requires your skin to look alive, to look youthful, to be bright, and all of these things will be affected by your nutrition and your health. So that means making sure that you're drinking lots of water. That's important for hydration, and it'll make the skin look more radiant and look plumper and more hydrated. Make sure that you are eating a diet rich in antioxidants. You're eating plenty of leafy green vegetables. You have collagen in your diet, so whether that's and that's usually in the form of protein. So all of these things will help improve your skin and increase and improve the health and appearance of your skin. And then we're going to move to skincare. And so the first thing to know with ultra expensive skin like glass skin is you want to treat any underlying problems first. So if it's acne, if it's textural scarring, if it's hyperpigmentation, if it's lines or wrinkles, you want a targeted treatment for that. So that might be prescription or over the counter. It may be in the form of retinoids, so things like retinol or retinal or tretinoin. It's going to be things like pigment suppressors for hyperpigmentation, so that might be things like arbutin or kojic acid or tranexamic acid, or it's going to be things like hydroquinone from the prescription side of things. And it's going to be whatever medication or active product that's going to help with your skin condition. And so that's the first thing that you need to make sure. Then putting together your routine, you must have a regular skincare routine. You cannot achieve this look by just not doing anything or being inconsistent. And you're going to have a good skincare routine. So it's going to be a good cleanser that's going to cleanse your skin, remove impurities, any makeup, without stripping the skin of its oils. So look for something hydrating that's going to do that. You're also going to need to be doing things like exfoliating your skin. And so that usually is, acid exfoliants are going to be the best for that. Or enzyme if your skin's a little bit on the sensitive side. And so you're going to look to be exfoliating no more than 2 to 3 times a week in the mornings only. That's going to help keep the skin smooth. It's going to help if the skin is oily, kind of balance it. But if you limit it to 2 to 3 times a week maximum, that's going to prevent your skin barrier from being irritated or damaged. You're going to want an antioxidant in the morning. So whether it's vitamin C, glutathione, whatever, ferulic acid, a combination of these, you want your antioxidant. It's going to protect against oxidant damage, which causes things like hyperpigmentation and sun damage, premature aging, but it also tends to brighten the skin in a very healthy, natural way. Hydration is so important for this look. Even if your skin is oily, you are going to want at least a gel-based moisturizer that kind of just keeps the skin looking moist, looking dewy, but without being oily. And if your skin is dry, really kind of go to town. You're looking at things like your allantoin, you're looking for ingredients like glycerin, maybe snail mucin, you're looking at things that like ceramides, whatever it takes, hyaluronic acid, whatever it takes to really hydrate the skin, because you cannot have ultra expensive skin that is dry or that looks parched at all. That's not the look that we're going for. But you also don't want to look super greasy. You just want to do it in a way that just looks really radiant. And sunscreen. Sunscreen is going to be super important because you want to make sure that there's no kind of hyperpigmentation. You want to protect your skin from sun damage regardless of the look you're going for. So sunscreen's important. At night, you're going to do your cleansing. Again, make sure you've removed your sunscreen, you've removed any makeup, you have super clean skin. And then you apply your targeted treatment. So whether that's a retinoid, whether it's a prescription treatment, whatever it is that's going to help. If you have acne, if you have hyperpigmentation, you have scarring, you have skin damage, you're going to be mainly targeting that at night. And you want to lock in hydration, so you want to use a thicker moisturizer at night or a balm that's just going to trap the water into your skin, reduce water loss through the skin at night, so that you wake up with really fresh, plump, radiant skin. That's your big thing. If you want outside of that, you can do masks, you can do at-home facials, whatever, but this is the core, and doing a daily routine is going to be so much more beneficial than doing the odd big thing once every few weeks. But yes, you can add face masks and all that stuff afterwards. From a makeup perspective, if you wear makeup, you're going to want to keep makeup super clean looking, super natural looking. You want makeup that's going to be a little bit glowy but not shimmery. This look is all about looking polished and looking clean and looking fresh. And then finally, in terms of professional skin treatments, well, there's definitely room for them. So if you are someone who would like or does normally get Botox, it's going to be Botox without a heavy hand. So what you don't want is to have a frozen look. This look is about having, if you have something done, it's barely detectable. You just look fresher for it. So ask your practitioner to make sure that you maintain a little bit of expression, a little bit of movement. You don't have the crazy overarched brows from excessive kind of Botox of the middle and then not the sides, that sort of thing. To be honest, I tend to think that's anyway not very good Botox, but you want to be super careful with this. Fillers, you really need to be very light-handed with that. So it's fine, you can get fillers, but you want to make sure that it looks natural, it looks smooth, it isn't detectable. If you're on the verge between thinking whether you need, for example, cheek fillers or mid-face fillers versus or not, what you could do is consider things like skin boosters, things like Profilo or things like Volite, and they'll help kind of tighten the skin and smooth it a bit, but without having kind of the volume or structural facial changes. So that is going to be a more natural alternative. And really the rest of kind of the professional treatments, if you choose to have them, really should be about improving the skin. So this is where things like microneedling come in if you've got texture or scarring issues or aging. Laser is the same, or for hyperpigmentation, laser or peels. So that's where the bulk of your efforts in terms of professional treatment come in if you're looking at ultra expensive skin. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I've also leaving a link to an article that I wrote as a guide with a lot more kind of tips about how to get ultra expensive skin. And please leave a comment below if you have any questions or you want to share any tips or any experiences. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. Until next time, stay beautiful.